Lord have your way. God bless you. You may be seated. I'm so thankful to be in the house of the Lord one more time. And I give honor to God. And I give honor to the pastor, Bishop Truman Martin. And also, I want to give honor to all of the men of God and blessed men of God. And I also want to give honor to Bishop Bradley. Dr. Martin did not mention him, but he had it on his list, so I want to say thank you for being here. And I'm always impressed and intimidated when I have all these fine, seasoned preachers in the house. Your pastor, Bishop Martin, says, he always talks about being the first, the oldest. And he has always been dignified. Even when he was a youngster, he was dignified. In high school, he was in the ROTC, and he was dignified. And he had a shoe shine route, and he was a dignified shoe shine. But I was the fifth child. And when you're number 5, the first child get almost everything. You ever watch these mothers when they have their first baby? The pacifier falls on the floor and they go wash it off, sterilize it, and give it back to them. By the 5th child, they just pick it up and do like that and back in the mouth. Now, you don't have any credibility when the doctor tells your mother, well, Miss Martin, we did everything we could, but he came anyway. I was kidnapped as a child, and the kidnapper cut off my finger and sent it to my dad. My dad called him back and said he needed more evidence. So I'm glad to be here tonight with all these fine preachers. Again, as intimidated, I feel like the fat girl at the prom. I'm just glad to be here. So we're going to ask the Lord to use us in a supernatural way. And I've already been blessed, and I have so many things that's been spoken to me as I've just observed and worshiped with the worship going on about being called, the subject. Will you answer the call? That's a sermon in itself. And then the brother said he had an expectation. That grabbed my attention. And I hope you have an expectation tonight, because God is going to speak something into your life. And you know what that expectation, you know how you operate with that expectation? When somebody said, hey, did you hear what happened? You know what you say? You say, what? That means you have inclined your ear to hear. I don't know why we have to get a little closer. But, when you come and you have an expectation to hear from the Lord, you scoot up on the seat a little bit, and you say, what? I'm listening tonight, Lord. And if you want something to impart into your life, see, when there's an expectation, the next thing that comes is an impartation. But we want to go past the impartation tonight to some application. Because the application is going to be what changes our lives and changes our hearts. Amen? So, Dr. Martin, thank you again for inviting me to be here again. I was here last year, and it was such a joy to be here. And I was surprised he called me back, because sometimes I don't get called back to where I minister, because I'm a little bit different. I used to go a long, long time. I used to preach, a long time. But when you have prostate issues, you got to hurry up. You can tell when you're getting older, because when a guy say, "Hey man, so how's your prostate?" But I want to share some. I want to be a blessing to somebody here tonight. I brought some of our CDs. Pastor Dr. Martin, Dr. Truman.